Babbers. Well, we finally made it here. We're at a convention tonight. General chat with most of the New Zealand, I suppose, the New Zealand community of paranormal investigators. Also, there's mediums, I think, as well, coming here to do talks. So, yeah, been an interesting evening. This will be my first time here. There's a few people here that I know already. Well, I've seen on YouTube, but yeah, I think they're chatting. So, yeah. Anyway, catch you all later on.
So from the 2000s and beyond, spirit photos for camera ready generation. So I've just got a quote here. I know Joe Rogan's not a paranormal person. He did have his own paranormal TV show once, but the internet and social media has amplified ego and the need for attention. Many abnormalities can be explained. It's not that they're hoaxes, but rather a lack of knowledge or education. The need or want for captures to be solid evidence can also be as far greater than the need for analysis. So what he's basically saying is that there's a lot out there where, especially with photos and videos, where it's just for the likes, it's for the clicks, and people will put whatever. They will take a photo and add a ghost story to it, and it just runs rampant throughout the internet. So this is an earlier one in 2003, the hooded figure of Hampton Court. So this one's from a CCTV footage, and you see the hooded figure bursting through the exit doors, I believe. And I think, from reading the story, the fire alarm was triggered as well at the time. So you can see the figure coming through the doors, and almost looks like it's considerate enough to try and close the door as well. So what it is thought during this photo, it did circulate, but it is believed that it was one of the staff members playing a prank. There it is again. This one's called Smile for the Camera, from Manila in the Philippines in the 2000s. You can see someone holding the arm of the other person in the photograph, and as per usual, no one else was there at the time. But it can still happen with digital cameras, where if they're fast enough to be in and out of the shot, it will leave a ghostly image there as well. The Shadow Man of Comstock Lodge in Nevada, USA. So you've got the shadow figure on the side there. And as you can see, it's a very dimly lit room with a table lamp on the side there.
We're probably like maybe just under or just over a year. My name is Christopher. We're actually social media content creators. So I go by the name of Christopher, but my real name is Kingston. This one here is the one they call Tej, but you can call him Tej. This one here is Kamayogo, but you can call him Gerard. And this one here is Enzo Official, but you can call him Enzo. How we formed as a group. I'm sorry for holding our beers, because we're, like what the brother was saying, like, we'll rather talk to the dead than talk in front of mic. So how we're formed, because we all come from like a social media background and we make videos and content and stuff like that. I got a bit plateaued with my content. So I was doing skits and ugly truth content, and it came to the point where like I wanted to try something new, try and broaden my content creating kind of skills. So I put a video out there last year, and I asked like if, like to my viewers or to my followers, like if they have any haunted locations they want me to investigate, or if anybody's keen to form a group with me. And I believe like less than 1 second, this guy here on my left, he was the first one to message. I've known Tej during the lockdown, COVID. He's been a fan of me through my pro wrestling career. So before I got into all this, I was pro wrestling as my job, traveling different countries and putting on shows. And he's been my #1 fan. After him, after Tej, this guy over here, Kamayula or Gerard, he messaged straight away. He wanted to jump on board because his team left him. He had a paranormal group before I got into this, and I think his team, they most of them flew overseas and I think did their own lives over there and left the squad, left him here. So when he saw the video that I put up, immediately he messaged straight away like, oh yeah, I'm keen to jump on. When we did our first episode, we went to Kingsley and it was just us three. We didn't know what we were doing. We were pretty green. We've seen videos, we've seen Mark and his team investigate. We were only like teenagers when we saw, at the time it was Haunted Auckland. And I think with me, Tej and Kamayula or Gerard, we were trying to do something different because in our community and within our culture, it's taboo to dabble in this, I guess you say like the spirit realm or the dark realm. And once we jumped on board, we got a lot of flack for it. And I think with me as, I wouldn't say the founder or like the leader of the crew, but like it pushed me to step past that forbidden door. Like, why are we not allowed to go through this door? Why aren't we allowed to investigate? Because like how we all grew up was, it's bad to ask those kind of questions. It's bad to investigate the unknown. So that kind of like got me intrigued into the paranormal world. And I'm kind of happy too because Tej and Kamayula, they had the same mindset. And I believe like we are the first Polynesians in New Zealand to, or like as a group, to, I guess you can say, dabble in the spirit realm, the dark realm. So I guess like the first couple of episodes, it was kind of new to our community. Like they rather watch people from America or people from overseas dabble in it, but to see like islanders do it, it's still kind of new, and they, from our community point of view, they were saying like it's a waste of time. You shouldn't do that. You're gonna be cursed, or something's gonna happen to you later on. So when myself, Tej, and Yoler, when we went to Kingsley for our first episode, yeah, it was a fail. I could say it was a fail because we had the ambition to investigate, but we had no gadgets. At that time, we were just standing outside the building, just with our flashlights, looking at the windows, like see if we can see any shadow figures. And Because we were so eager, we got to the location at like way before midnight, and we didn't leave until like 6 in the morning. So we were just standing there like telling ghost stories for Tej, because he's half Samoan, so I'm Samoan, Yola is Samoan, Enzo's Kokalan, but I'll get to him in a minute. And then the one they call Tej, he's Samoan and Māori, so he knows a lot of history, like in terms of culture, with whatever location we go to. It could be a location that's on sacred land or tapu land, and because he's, I was saying, like, he's tangata whenua, so we're kind of happy that we have someone that's Māori. So when we go into like tapu land, he can speak to the ancestors in his mother tongue. And normally when he does that, bro, like, we all have the sense of feeling that we're not meant to be there. But then at the back of our mind, we're like, if that's the feeling we have, it's that kind of adrenaline, like we need answers.